What's good with y'all YouTube, man? I ain't gonna lie, feel kind of weird being back behind the camera like this. Been gone for damn near a year, but hey, I'm back. Get this shit rolling. So originally my plan today was to do a Q&A, but I was like, you know what? I got a story time video that I ended up making, but I ain't had the microphones at the time, so I recorded the whole video with no audio. Exactly why I'm doing this with my phone right now. Microphones is dead. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video everywhere, you heard me? And let's get straight into the story time. Nah, the story time I got for y'all today is when the time I say this happened about a good 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I say about a good 2 years ago at a festival in my hometown. I damn near died. Yeah, damn near died. I passed out in the middle of the festival. And I wish my brother was here because he could tell y'all the same. He could tell y'all his point of view from it. All right, so boom, starting the story off like this. So I'm in my room, cool and chilling. You hear me? I'm getting ready to go to the festival. Like my brother, my cousins, my best friend, all of them, they was somewhere doing what they do. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they wasn't here. They wasn't at the house. So I'm in there. At that point, I had like a little guitar or whatever. So I was in there, like, you know, learning stuff to play on the guitar. Had my music playing. Had my little liquor bottle or whatever. Yeah, like cool and chilling, all that. Playing my little game. All I'm just chilling. I'm already dressed, waiting for them to get back so we could leave. So at that point, I already been drinking. Like half the bottle was gone. Half the bottle was already gone. So they get there. They all walk in. They all like all of it. Wasn't even all of it. It was my brother and my two cousins and I think they friend. Can't remember exactly who came back to the house, but it was about a good 4 of them. So they all came back to the house, all came in my room. Now at the time, that's when I used to hide my snacks. That's around the time I used to hide my snacks. So they knew exactly what my snacks was in my room. So they'll come, and I'm like, bro, they came in there eating my snacks, like tearing them up, didn't ask. So I'm like, bro, is y'all on cloud 9 right now or something, bro? Like, what's going on? All of them come back. Gone. You hear me? So it was like, something like, did y'all like, you know, yeah. And it was like, no. They dibbled and dabbled in the edible arrangements. Whatever. If you know, you know. So I'm like, Lord, today. So it's like 10, 20 minutes past. We load up in the car. You hear me? We head to the festival or whatever. Man, we get there. They asked my brother asked me. He was like, "No, I lied." He gave me one before we left for the festival. He was like, "Bro, you want one?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take one." So I took one. You heard me? Ain't really feel it. Like from the time we left the house, all the way to the festival, didn't feel it. I didn't feel nothing because usually when I eat one of them things, like it'll, you know, I feel it within like the first 5-10 minutes because that's not really my cup of tea. I'm a drinker. I don't get into all that extra stuff. That's not me. So get to the festival. He asked me, "You feeling it yet?" I said, "Nah, give me another one." So he gave me another one. Boom, cooling. Literally as soon as I walk into the fair, I start to feel it a little bit. I'm like, all right, so now it's starting to kick in or whatever. So we start walking around. I see all my partners, cousins, all of them, dap them up, wooty, we're going by our day. We get to they got a spot where they sold lemonade. So I was like, man, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna give me a lemonade, which was a big ass mistake. And the only reason I say it was a mistake is for the simple fact that as soon as I took my first sip of that lemonade, that bitch hit me like that. I'm like, at this point, I'm walking around, feel like I'm floating, feel like I'm in space at this point. Man, so that's when I walked up. I peeped my stepmom, my dad, my brother, my auntie, my baby brother. I peeped all them. I'm like, fuck. So I walk up to him. You hear me? Hug, dap up my little brother, dap up my dad and all them, woo. My daddy ain't see it. My stepmom noticed I was off. She said, now the first thing she asked was, how much you had to drink? And I said, I can't even tell you. I don't even know. So I'm sitting there talking with them like a good another 10 minutes. At that point, we just hollering at everybody we seen. Now, it gets to the point to where all of us is together. My best friends, all them pull up. My best friend, her friends, they all pull up. At that point, I was hungry as hell, y'all. When I say hungry, I mean hungry. So we walk over by the food spot where all the food is like all the food spots just laid out. You can eat, get anything from pizza to chicken to burgers to fries to tacos, grilled stuff, all types of stuff, seafood, crawfish, all that type of stuff, crabs, everything. Anything you need is out there. You hear me? So I was like, man, I got a taste for some nachos. So I walked over there. This is where everything went bad. Bad. So we walk over there. I'm in line waiting. They got like 2 other people in front of me. And at that point, I'm gone. I'm not even on Earth no more. Nigga, I'm somewhere, but it ain't Earth. Feel me? So I'm standing in line. I'm on my phone, but I'm not doing nothing on my phone. I've literally been watching the same TikTok on repeat for about a good 5 minutes. So I hear somebody trying to get my attention, but I can't respond. So I look up. So I slowly pick my head up, and the lady was telling me to come place my order. I'm like, oh shit. So I get there, place my order, woo-de-woo. It only took 2 to 3 minutes for them to bring my food. So now I got the food in my hand. I literally took one bite out of nacho. I had a nacho with a pepper and a shrimp and cheese. Man, I literally took one bite. As soon as I took that one bite, I started feeling a little funny. So I walked closer to my brother because I felt like I was about to fall. So I walked a little closer to my brother, the older one. I walked a little closer to him. He looking at me, he said, bro, what's wrong? You good? Couldn't respond. He asked me again. At that point, I was already falling forward. I had my nachos, I handed them over to my best friend, told her, hold that. Literally, everything just went black. Everything went black. And I feel I could feel everything and I could hear everything, but my eyes is closed. I just can't, and I hear everybody. I feel people tapping me. I hear people trying to call my name, trying to wake me up or whatever. It felt like I was in a coma. That's what it was feeling like. It felt like I was in a full-blown coma. So, and this way it gets funny at. We literally just saw my other cousin Ty. And my brother grabbed my phone. He said, I gotta call somebody. So he said, we just saw Ty. So he go to my phone to call Ty. He opened my phone. About 30 different Ties in my phone. And I hear everything, but I cannot respond. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't talk, nothing. I hear everything that's going on around me. Man, all I heard was, this nigga got all these Ties in his phone. Why do you have so many Ties? Why is there so many Ties in your family? What, your people couldn't think of no other names to name their churn? So I'm like, man, nigga got Ty, Taquan, Tyreek, Tylin. I'm like, first of all, nigga, who the hell is Tylin? So that's when they started splashing water on me, fanning me, and a few maybe it was an hour later. I was out for an hour. So maybe an hour later I started to come to. I started to wake up, I opened my eyes, I started looking around. At that point, that's when the police and the paramedics and stuff came over there. I was leaned up against a light pole. And that's when all the cops, all the paramedics and they all came over there, you hear me? And I just wake up, I see a big ass crowd around me. I see my daddy right there, my uncles and them right there, my grandmother right here. So I'm like, damn. So, man, at that point, I wasn't even tripping off of nothing. But best believe, I look to my right. I'm looking for my nachos at this point. I'm still hungry. I damn near just died and I'm still hungry. I'm looking for food. My best friend and her friend smashed my whole tray of nachos, bro. My whole tray of nachos. Nigga, I wasn't worrying about nothing but my $8 that I spent on them nachos that I didn't even get to partake in. Somebody go run me my $8. Still ain't seen them $8 to this day. It's all good, though. So, the paramedics, they came, took pricked my finger for my little blood or whatever. Pressure, all that shit, blood pressure, all that shit. So then my dad was standing right behind me. So then I'm like, damn, he don't even know. So I can't really, so they asked me. So, camera ended up dying. So now I gotta finish it through my iPad. Which is sad. But, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, can't remember why I left off at, but I can say this. I'm start from here. Paramedics came, went through my dad right there. He saw, can't let him know what's going on. So when the paramedics asked me what I had, I snapped back to reality so fast. I named every single alcohol in the book. I said Crown, Douce, Hennessy, Amsterdam, E&J. I was just saying a whole bunch of random stuff. Just so you know, it could be on some cool chill shit, you're just get hydrated and woo-doo. So ended up leaving the fair, and as I'm walking out the fair, I get a phone call. It was like, man, where you at? I was like, I'm walking out the fair, I'm about to go home. It was like, man, why Tariq just my other cousin, he literally just passed out as I'm leaving the fair. He passed out too. So he was like, man, what y'all niggas was on to where y'all passing out like this? I said, man, I don't know what he got going on, but I know for a fact I was drinking. Yeah. So I could tell you one thing. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I never partake in no activity like that again. Ever. Cause that was scary. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was kind of scary. I wouldn't want to go through that again. Cause at first it was scary. It was kind of embarrassing. But then again, it was funny. And I'm still mad. To this day, I'm still mad about my nachos though. Still pissed off about my nachos. But that's a story for another day. But y'all, that's the story how I almost died at the fair. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your cousin, your auntie, your teacher, your brother, sister, cousin, grandma, grandpa, ancestors. Tell your ancestors. Tell anybody. Tell everybody. Make sure y'all follow me. Follow all my social media. Will be down in the description below. Got a lot more videos planned. A lot more ideas coming, flowing through. Trust me, 2025, I'm gonna take this shit serious for real. So yeah, it's your boy Jay.